In San Diego, there was another shooting. This shooting actually blows me away because so little is being said about it. This was in San Diego over the weekend. Policemen say, according to the Washington Post, they're saying a gunman opened fire at a pool party in San Diego on Sunday evening, and he killed one person. Now, of the people he shot, all of them were black. The individual who did the shooting, Peter Raymond Salis, was a 49-year-old white man. Now, but I will give you more details in a second, but I have to make a segue here. Unless there was absolutely no white people on that scene, which does not appear to be the case, if there were other white people or non-black people there, all of the people he shot and killed were black. The reason I'm bringing this out is because the very next thing the police officers say is that they don't believe it was racially motivated. And the reason they don't believe it was racially motivated was because he was having a hard time financially. And he was having a hard time with his significant other, and then they add to that narrative, to give credence to that narrative, possibly, he called his girlfriend, his estranged girlfriend, and made her listen while he shot 6 people, killing 1. And so because of that, they say it's completely irrelevant that he shot 6 black people, or was it 5? It's 5. He shot all black people in this. And so, but they're dismissing the race narrative. Okay. All right. Here's the flip side. The very first thing they're telling you about him is the fact that he had a hard time financially. The very first thing you learn about this guy is that he was having a hard time in his relationship. Not that he was a thug, not that he was a criminal, the David Dow, the man who was pulled off, the doctor who was pulled off of the United Airlines flight for the entire world to see. They did more digging into his negative background than they did this man who just shot and killed one of the individuals shooting others at a pool party. There is a default setting that we fight against in America every single day, that if it's a non-white person, it's not just black people anymore, but if you're non-white, you are far more likely to have some enterprising journalist dig up your criminal record, even if you are the victim. But in this case, the perpetrator, the narrative being cast about this man, Peter Raymond Salis, is that he was having a hard time financially, and that he was having a hard time with his girlfriend. And that's why, don't look at race. Even though he shot, all black people in a community that was not all black, don't look at race, but just consider the fact that he was having a hard time. Consider the fact that he was, having a hard time financially. He had to go bankrupt, and his girlfriend left him. That's what we should consider. The humanization of the perpetrator, while on the opposite side, we have the complete and utter dehumanization of the victims.